call a caveman who has carrots in his ears?
I don't know, Ren.
Well, you don't call him anything because he can't hear you. Oh, is somebody watching us? I feel like oh, there is. There's people right down there. Can you see? Hi guys.
Hi.
It's Jen and Ali and Jen and Boomy from Rumbles TV. Can you wave for him? He has no bones. Wave for him. And this is Ali McCarroll, kinesiologist extraordinaire. Hooray!
Thanks, Ren.
She's very pretty. Oh, could you give her a kiss? I don't know. Can you give you a little kiss on the cheek?
Boomy.
Don't. Oh. Yes, I know she's very pretty. Now, what does Ali do? Well, we just said Ali's actually a kinesiologist. So, could you tell Boomy, because he's from the Paleolithic age and he's never heard of a kinesiologist, and I'm sure a lot of the kids out there haven't either. Could you tell us what a kinesiologist is and what they do?
Sure. Well, Boomy, a kinesiologist is someone who works in the health industry to make people feel good, help them feel good themselves.
Ah, I make you feel good. Ah, so like me, am I like kinesiology?
Everyone has kinesiology potential, Boomy, because everyone has the potential to feel good and to make other people feel good.
Ah, okay, cool. So what other things is kinesiology about? So it's about feelings, yeah? So we were just sitting here in front of the River of Contemplation, which is in our book, Boomy and the Woker Bug. And what we do when we play in the River of Contemplation is we take all our thoughts we've had during the day, like that thought about the boy outside who picked on you and made you feel really sad. Yeah, well, that's one of the thoughts. And we also take the thoughts that make us feel happy. And what we do is we throw them into the river like a rock. We throw them in and we look at them. We look at the good thoughts and we look at the not so good thoughts. And then we let the ones that make us feel a bit sad or like a cold, foggy day float away. And then what we do with the happy thoughts is we take them back out and we let them sing us to sleep at night. So, Boomy picks up his thoughts with his mouth. He likes to swallow them, but this is a rock, so I'm going to take that out. Is that kind of a bit like kinesiology?
That's actually a very good kinesiology technique, Boomy.
Oh, you're very clever today. That's a happy thought to keep with him,
That
isn't it?
is a very happy thought, yes. So what we need to do with our brains is we need to feed it good thoughts. And our bodies, we need to feed them good thoughts so that we can feel really nourished. It's like with food, Boomy. We need to eat good food. We need to eat lots of fruit and lots of vegetables. That's going to make us feel really good. And we have to do the same thing with our minds.
So it's like about creating happy energy with our thoughts and happy energy with what we eat?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, awesome. All right.
One of the really good things to do, Boomy, is to share your good thoughts with people you love so that you can share good things together and feel really good.
That reminds me, we have something called the Woker Bug here from our book. And one of the Woker Bugs, Ali, is to ask the question, how may I serve? And by that we mean by thinking of ways to be kind to others. So a bit like that?
It's definitely like that, Boomy, and there's so many things we can do in every day to make ourselves feel good and other people feel good.
Yeah, because when it comes down to it, feeling happy, even though it's good to have like loving people around us and all those sorts of things, it in the end it comes down to us to make the choice as well, because all the happiness and all the love already exists inside of us, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and it's like throwing the good thoughts and the bad thoughts in the river and choosing which ones you want to keep.
Oh, there's a good thought.
That's one way to keep us feeling really happy in ourselves, regardless of what's going on around us.
So kinesiology is all kind of about understanding our body and the energy and how it works.
Absolutely. So we have this very special thing we do in kinesiology, and it's called muscle testing.
I don't know, I'll ask her. Is that like when you go out into the forest and you pick up a trunk and see how high you can lift it to test how strong your muscles are?
Well, Boomy, sort of. We don't get everyone to do that. But Boomy, if you were thinking really strong thoughts, I think you could lift that tree so many times. But if you're thinking weaker thoughts that aren't making you feel so strong, you might not be able to lift it so high.
So if he stood in the forest with this big tree trunk blocking his path and went, oh, I'm never going to be able to lift this, I'm so weak, I'm no good, then he's obviously not going to find it as easy to pick up the log.
Absolutely, Boomy. And even if you stand there and you go, I'm so strong, I'm going to lift this log, and you can't lift it, you'll know to say more good things to yourself, like, oh, that's all right. Maybe this is just a really, 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 really heavy log and I'll need to step around it.
Ah, I like that.
Yeah.
So it's about, even if there's something you can't physically do, then to look for alternatives and other ways to solve the problem.
Absolutely.
Ah, I'm good at this.
Yeah, you're both very good at this.
That's, you know why that is? That is why. It's because Boomy taught me the Woker bug. And that's why I know these things so well. All right, so is there some sort of test we can do? I know kinesiologists work with the body and stuff to test our muscles and that sort of thing.
Yeah. So, Boomy, do you mind if I take your hand?
Oh, look at him. He's so excited. Oh, my gosh. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. All right, here we are.
All right. So what we do is we ask you to activate.
Look at him. All right, yeah.
You're
All right.
delightful.
Yes.
Certain muscles in your body.
Okay.
And then we ask you to think about certain things that might be troubling you. So,
About that little boy who said nasty things to him outside before. So he's thinking of that. Oh, it's making him a bit sad. It's all right, we're going to help you. It's good to acknowledge those thoughts though, isn't it? So that you don't store them in your body. It's good to acknowledge them and bring them to the surface.
So what happens is that bad, or not bad, but memories that are hurting us can get trapped in our memories. Thoughts that aren't making us feel good can get trapped into our memories. And our memory can get stored in our body.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So what we're trying to find out is where it's stored in your body, and we're going to ask your muscles to show us where the stress lies in your body.
Wow, this is fascinating. Okay, so let's go.
So, Boomy, now I want you to think about a clear, sunny, bright day where you're lifting a tree 20 million times.
Oh, I'm thinking of that too. What a cool thought.
See, so in kinesiology, maybe if you had muscles it would be a bit more clear. But
yeah, he lost them in the time warp when he travelled from 40,000 years ago. But yeah, we'll pretend.
Yeah, that would be strong. Yeah. And now if you were to think about this boy and that moment where you weren't feeling so good, whoa, your muscles
would go
there's
down.
some stress in your body. Yeah, so what we're going to find out is maybe the trick where you throw your thoughts into the river. Let's see if the thought of doing that makes your arm feel strong again.
All right, so he's just going.
Oh,
He threw him in.
Oh,
Ah, hey!
Yeah.
So that does that mean by thinking about Okay, explain that for me.
So if you're thinking of a good thought, or if your body is all functioning in harmony, your brain and your muscles are working together to support you in your best health.
Okay.
If you're feeling a little bit disturbed by something or a little bit sad, your brain and your muscles aren't able to communicate so well. And that's why the muscles stay strong or go weaker.
Okay.
And so when we think of a good solution and your muscles stay strong, we know to do that and then test again and see if that memory has come out of our body and been set free and replaced with a very nice thought.
Oh wow, so kinesiology is actually just exactly like fishing into the River of Contemplation.
That is so true, Jen.
Wow, wonderful. So people could either go see a kinesiologist or they could get our book.
And
as
doing
well.
both would be fantastic.
Absolutely. So Ali, thanks for coming to visit with us today and tell us all about these things. If people wanted to see a kinesiologist or to see you in Melbourne, how could they contact you?
Well, you can type kinesiology into Google.
Yep.
And that comes up with quite a few selections.
Yep.
And you can search the person in your area, or if you were to type in Ali, A-L-I, .kinesiology@hotmail.com into your email address and send me an email, then I can be in contact with you.
Oh, wow. We are so lucky to have you here with us today. And so, yes, one final kiss goodbye.
Oh,
So,
Boomy, you make me blush.
Ah,
I'll be fishing that thought out of the river later on, Boomy.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. And if you want to find out more about Rumbles Paleo, just go to www.rumblespaleo.com. And thanks for watching, and thanks for being with us, Ali.
Thanks for having me, Ren and Boomy.
Hurrah!